Hello and welcome to Sim.bc, where today I'm trying something new. I realized I don't have to sit in the same place all the time in order to record. I can actually show you some of the stuff where I am. So this is Marseille, the church over there that I visited. It's the what do you call the Notre Dame of Marseille. So we'll see if I actually include this in the entire, in the proper video that I'm going to release today at some point when I get to Nice. But yeah, I thought it was a fun thing to add in. Just going to make a small thing here, going into the train station as well. It's big as hell. I mean, it looks like, pardon my French, but it's really huge. It feels like going into an airport. Anyway, so what I was going to say is that I'm going to try this, add in a small thing here, see if it all pans out, see if it all works out. If it does, then you can hear my voice. I'll probably keep it in, and maybe do the same thing for tomorrow when I go to Monaco. So, or no, not Monaco. We'll see. We'll see. The plan is to go to Monaco at some point, but I don't know quite when. And I look kind of stupid walking around with my laptop, since I don't have a video camera, and since I don't have a video. And here is the train, and right now I can actually do this a couple of times now since I missed it once in a video, and since it's going to be different times. Right now it's 12:02 and I'm in Marseille, and I will leave Marseille soon at 12:29, so I really hope that this is the train I'm supposed to be at. So now I'm going to try to discover which train is the train I'm supposed to take, and yeah, I'll meet you guys in either on the train or in this. So see you in like a second, but for me it's going to be like hours. And now we're back, and now I'm in Nice, and it is 25 past 3, so it's 5 past 3. That's not how you say it, is it? Oh, anyway, me and the time, me and the watch, me and the whatever. Well, yeah, it didn't happen on the train. Nothing happened on the train. There were like lots of people there, so I didn't want to talk, you know, because last time I spoke with my brother on the last train I went on, and turned out I was in the first class, in the silent part of the first class, and I just talked and blasted my own volume to the max. Which wasn't that good of an idea, to be honest, you know, in retrospect. It's easy to understand, but yeah, so I was like, oh, there's many people here, I will not record. And good that I didn't, because then I had more time to enjoy the nice views with all the mountains, and the train was going alongside I was going to say the river or the lake, but it's actually the Mediterranean Sea, so it was kind of nice. So I had a sea and like yachts and stuff on my right, and to my left I had mountains and castles and villages. It was amazing. It was truly astonishing to see and to really experience that. I say really experiencing it while I was on the train, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, quite interesting story actually about the train as well, before I'm showing you around in the apartment, is that turns out I have never gotten on a train in France with a ticket. Sounds stupid, it is stupid. You see, I'm booking at a site called Go Euro, I think, and I'm always booking trains that way. I did it to Arcachon early this autumn, I did it to Toulouse, and I did it to Marseille, and from Marseille to here today, to Nice. Turns out I have only booked the ticket, I have never actually collected the tickets. So today was the first time I was about to show a ticket on the train in France, and the guy was like, this is not the ticket, and I'm like, dude, what do you mean? I paid for it. And it, you know, we worked it out. He was like, don't do it again, I can see that you paid, you don't have to buy another one. Technically you should buy a new ticket here, since you don't have it with you, because someone else might have collected the ticket and you have the specific order saying that you bought the ticket, so then you two can go for the same ticket, let's say. That's why you have to collect the ticket or whatnot. But yeah, so that was a bit of a hassle. Wasn't very nice. He was very nice that he let me, you know, slip through, let's say, that he let me go, because he saw that, you know, I'm a foreigner in this country, I don't understand the system, and so on and so forth. But he said that next time, you know, have the ticket ready, which I will. Since I know that I said this, for you it's only going to be a couple of minutes ago, or like a minute ago. For me it's a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to see if I recollected correctly, but that I'm going to go to Monaco tomorrow is the plan at the moment, at this point in time. So then I will try to, collect the ticket before I go. It could be a nice thing, right? To actually have the ticket when you travel somewhere. Anyway, except for that, it was a really nice, train ride. No hiccups, nothing on the way of the sort, except for that. Otherwise, everything was all good. So now, showing you around in the apartment, giving you the lay of the land. I have my own door. Well, yeah, amazing. Am I right? This small little, I don't know, night table, working space, a mirror back there. I have my own bathroom, which is kind of nice. My own toilet and my own shower, which is going to be amazing because that means I can actually take a shower and change out of this. Yay! Since I'm, walking all the time, all around. The sweat is real, man. The sweat is real. Okay, I don't know if that was the best way of putting it, but when you walk like hours upon hours upon hours a day, the body tends to do its part, let's say. Well, I don't have the nicest view. I have a house here, so gonna keep these where they are. I have a queen size bed, and I have like a small wardrobe space over there. So it's kind of nice actually, and it's all white, it's all fresh, it's all clean. I have my own air conditioner as well, which I probably don't need to use since it's 20 degrees here, 20, 24, something like that. Depends on if you're in the sun or not. I think it's like 26 in the sun, maybe even so. Well, doesn't really matter at all. What I was going to say is that this is quite. Oh, this chair is gonna kill me with the sound. I don't know if you hear this. If you don't hear this, I'm just gonna look like a total idiot sitting here like going back and forth, but I promise you, it bugs me. To put it lightly, it bugs me. Anyway, what was I going to say? I had something that I thought was so interesting. Yeah, exactly, that was the thing. The interesting thing is that I live alone here in this like two bedroom apartment. Since it's a queen size bed, it's big enough for two, so to say, but I will have it all by myself, which is amazing, which is nice. But yeah, I only paid like €10 more for this room than I did for the one in Toulouse, where I shared a hostel with 3 other guys, who were like 2 bunk beds, 4 in total. But given that was a really nice hostel, by the way, I still like it. They have all my praise. It was overall expectation, but this is really nice as well. And they have included breakfast here, I think. I'm not really sure. We'll see how good it is tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, it seems really nice at this point in time, in this moment. As I said, it's probably, yet again, because I'm going on the off-season, so to say, where not many people are here. So that might be why it's so cheap, in my opinion. No, I'm not going to state the price, but in my opinion, this is really cheap, the way I'm traveling and the way I'm going. So yeah, that was everything for... No, it's not everything for today. I actually had something else. Talking about the people who I met yesterday, or the person rather, met this really nice guy from Germany who turned out that he hitchhiked. How do you say that? Hitchhiked? Anyway, whatever it is, when you go like with other cars and stuff. And he met me at the hostel when I came back from like visiting and exploring Marseille, and he was just there, and he was like, "Hello, I'm your roomie," and I was like, "Oh, nice, I'm not alone. That's always good." So we talked for a while, talked for a bit, and it turns out that he had, the day before he stayed at this the hostel that we were both living in yesterday, or rather this morning actually. He had been putting up a tent outside of a gasoline station or a gas station, and I was like, that's mental, dude. That's weird. I mean, it's not weird. I would love to do that. I would love to have that experience, but to actually have what should you say? Should you say courage or stupidity? To have the courage, let's say that, let's give him the benefits of the doubt, but to have the courage to actually just put up a tent in the middle of nowhere next to a gas station and sleep there. It's mind-boggling to me, it is, because I'm like, I can't help but think about all the things that might go wrong, all the all the crazy people who are out there in the world. And I don't know if I would have wanted to sleep like that, but apparently he had stuff like that for that night, yesterday, the day before yesterday. And he said it was all good. He said it was all fine. So, all praise to him. If he likes it, he likes it. Whatever floats your boat, mates, or sinks it. In this case, maybe. But yeah, we talked for a while. We had a really good time, and then we went out taking breakfast together this morning, and it was this nice place in Marseille, one of the big squares, nice to the port. Close to the port. My language. It's all over the place, as I've said. But yeah, we talked about. And by the way, it was a really nice, really nice day as well. As I said, it was cloud free, and the stars were gazing at night, and it was kind of amazing actually. Anyway, sounding like a date more and more now that I think about it, how I'm describing it, but it wasn't. But yeah, it was really nice, and he talked about he had been on the road for 3 days, and he had only spent something ludicrous, like 30 or 40 euros. In total, not per day, but in total for 3 or 4 days of traveling. And I was like, dude, that's mental. How can you survive on such a small budget? And he was like, it's you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta make do with what you have. And I was like, that's so true, small words that have no meaning, but when you put them together, it's like deep. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, it was kind of nice. And he gave me a compliment and asked me if I was from the UK, and I was like, oh, that's so nice. Second time I hear that this month. Barely this month, but it is still October, I think. Am I lying? No, it's still the 30th of October, yeah. But yeah, so overall, really nice trip, really nice day. Except for the hiccup on the train where I was like thinking, oh, I'm going to need to buy another ticket. Worst thing ever. And a very irritating thing as well, I didn't have any water with me when I went on the train, and the guy who was supposed to sell water and stuff, he never came around to our part of the train. So now I'm going to go out and fetch me some water and maybe some fruit or stuff, because it's better from down here in the south in comparison to Sweden, at least, because it's made here, so it tastes more. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today, mates, and we'll be back tomorrow. Probably in the morning, if I can. We'll see. They have some kind of breakfast downstairs, so I'm going to try that and try to get to Monaco. Probably. We'll see. It's still all up in the air. I'm trying to not planning everything beforehand. This is like a given experience for me. It's a very educational trip for me. Not scheduling everything a month ahead. So yeah, we'll see how it all works out. We'll see how it all goes. I will tell you about my experiences here tomorrow, and yeah, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, the upload and download speed here, the download speed of the internet is 0.9 megabits per second, and the upload speed is 0.05. So yeah, hopefully this video will be out before tomorrow. I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, but yeah, might still be a challenge. But yeah, bye. See you tomorrow, mates. Have a nice one.